Hello guys, my name is Antos, and in this video I wanted to show you a quick little review of the new light that I got, which is the Aputure LS C120t. It's an LED light that's just basically very powerful and just solidly built. I've reviewed another light, for example, that I got from Aputure, which was a light storm, I think S1, and that was just a really good, reliable light that had very good color rendition. So did not give you any weird kind of hues or anything like that. This one is balanced in daylight balanced, and so if you set it basically the daylight color balance on your camera, the settings, then you should get right away without really any tweaking beautiful colors. That's what I did, and to kind of test out this light, I did a very quick little lighting setup that I usually do. So I just asked my wife to pose for me, and I shot this whole test on the Panasonic GH4. I shot it basically in front of this fireplace. So first kind of figured out where the camera was going to be. Once I had my camera, then and figured out the placement and where my wife was going to be, then I started placing this light. Now this is supposed to be sort of like a mock interview kind of a setup. So it's kind of a 3-point lighting, and I'm using this as my key light because it is so powerful. So basically I figured out the position of the light. This is how it looks with just the light, without any diffusion in front of it. So obviously way too harsh or way too strong. But then what I end up doing is I end up putting this giant dome softbox that I also got from Aputure, which works, will work with any light really that takes a Bowens mount, but works beautifully with this light. So, and here you actually have a little kind of switch, lets you take out this little snoop that it comes with, and you can attach anything basically that will take a Bowens mount. And so that's what I end up doing, just attaching that or the softbox here in front of this light, and together with that softbox, basically I'm increasing the surface area of my key light. I'm able to provide this really nice kind of a pleasing soft shadow lighting on my subject. So this is right now how it looks with my key light. Now the thing that I really like about this light is that aside from it being really powerful, it actually does not heat up, and that's because it has a giant sort of a heat sink up here on the top, and on the bottom it has a fan that basically will suck the air out and force it up. So it really keeps this light nice and cool. But to my surprise, even though this light, like I said, has to dissipate so much heat, this fan is completely noiseless, or at least to me. I mean, I would like put up my ear next to it and I cannot hear anything. So that's a really great thing in case you are shooting, let's say, indoor in a small location where you might have, let's say, microphones close to the light. So you do not have to worry about that. And another really good thing that I like about this light is this mount that it comes with. It actually comes with this sort of a rubberized grip mounts here. And so just by using this one knob on this side, you're able to tighten this light so well that even with this giant and really heavy softbox that I put in front of it, this light did not tilt like some other lights do. So stayed there perfectly in position, and just made it easier for me to get the perfect sort of angle. So anyway, so this is kind of how it looks with that giant softbox now that I built. And then to kind of complete my lighting setup, I had to end up using some other lights. I actually used these Bowens lights that I got from KMTV. They're also great little LED lights. Not as powerful as this one, but what's great about those is that they're Fresnel, so they're focusable, and they're very small. They can be battery operated. So I put one that in behind my wife there on the left side, providing that little highlight on her hair and the shoulder. And then I end up putting another light kind of shining on that fireplace behind her, kind of giving providing a little bit of sort of a background accent light. So like I said, it's kind of a typical 3 lighting setup for like an average interview, I would say. So anyways, this light from my little test so far performs very well. I only had a chance to use it on this one test that I did not take it out on any jobs yet, but I'm looking forward to it, especially I think when you consider that combining this with the really nice softbox from Aputure, it really acts as a really nice, powerful but soft light. Because a lot of lights, once you add diffusion in front of them, especially like a big softbox, they're just not strong enough to be able to provide you, enough power and enough of an exposure. Whereas with this light and the big diffusion in front of it, and shooting on the Panasonic GH4, I actually had to be at ISO 200, the lowest ISO, and I still had to jack up the shutter speed because it was still too much light. So I could have dimmed it, but I just wanted to see how strong basically this light is going to be. Now this light actually comes with like a little ballast box here that allows you to operate it remotely. For example, you can assign it to different lighting banks, groups, things like that, and then you also have just a knob for adjusting the intensity of the light, so you can control those things. Plus you can here connect it to DMX, so if you want to remotely control it, like in like a studio lighting condition, or if you want to power it off on location, let's say off of in this case I have Anton power, but you can also get V-mount version of this. So if you have V-mount batteries, then you can also use this on location, which, like I said, I haven't tested it out yet with battery powered, so I don't know how long and sort of a typical size V-mount or Anton power battery would power this. But considering that it's an LED light and those usually don't draw that much power, it's definitely going to be a lot better than like a traditional tungsten light. Anyways, great light so far. If you guys want more information for where you can get it and all the specs and everything, just check my website at tomantosfilms.com and you'll find all that information about this light and any of the other products lights, like for example the Bolton lights that are used in the setup. You'll find all of that and more along with filmmaking tutorials, things like that on my website, again, tomantosfilms.com. Anyways, thank you guys for watching and I'll see you next time.